Let's talk about modular smartphones or the concept of modular smartphones. Now, I honestly think that a phone being modular should be something that we look to in the future because let's face it, the way that modern smartphones are being upgraded by the manufacturers, the upgrades are way too small to consider a purchase for most people. I mean, honestly, if you look at it, anyone who doesn't care about the cameras, the video performance, or the picture quality that much doesn't need to really upgrade their phone unless it stops working. I mean, that's the only big advantage that the modern upgrades have. I mean, before we could say that the processing power was greater and you could do a lot more stuff with it, but now the processing powers have become so high in these modern phones that you don't really need to upgrade your phone. You could do it, you could use it for a long time without really facing any issues. I mean, unless you're like I said before, a hardcore photographer or videographer or gamer, yeah, and not even the gamer. I don't think even the gamers need that kind of a heavy power upgrade every year. And so basically what I'm saying is, smartphone upgrades don't seem that big of a deal anymore. Not even in the budget segment. I think the budget segment's pretty much caught up to the minimum standard that smartphones need to be to last for a while. So which makes you think, what should manufacturers do instead of just bringing out a new phone every year, because that's going to cost a lot of money to R&D and manufacture. I think instead of doing that, they should just start making their phones modular. I mean, just bring out the new stuff that people might actually be interested in, and which is basically the cameras and the battery and maybe the RAM. I mean, make a phone that's modular, which you can swap out the cameras and the processor if you want the better camera performance, because the rest of the phone you don't really need that upgrade. And phones are getting expensive, especially in the flagship range. I mean, most phones are over $1,000 or over $1,000. That's a lot of money. And people, even though they want to, they might not do it because, like I said before, the upgrades just don't seem worth it. So I think they should really try making modular smartphones, especially batteries that are removable. They should bring back removable batteries, because as of right now, we're really limited to how much we can use our phone because the battery. I mean, think about it. There's a lot of battery preservation options which are limited to 80%, not letting it drop before 20%, because we want to preserve the battery. But if the battery is just removable, a person would just use it hardcore from 100 to maybe 0 if they want to. And a year later, if the battery seems to be going down, they can just replace the battery. I mean, that would really free up people. Get rid of their battery anxiety, because the modern big phones have great batteries, but you can't really use them fully because you want to make sure they last as long as possible, because the phones are expensive. And you don't want to upgrade them because you don't want to upgrade them just for the battery, because the cameras aren't that far ahead as they were before. We hit a plateau. So yeah, I really think that the concept of modular smartphones should come back, and I really think the big manufacturers should try a trial run with the modular concept for at least one of their flagship phones. I mean, just try it out, see how many people are buying it, see how many people are replacing it, and see what happens. I mean, and they can still make money out the cameras and the hardware that they're selling, and they're likely to make consistent revenue every year, rather than waiting for people to upgrade their phones, because it costs a lot of money and people are just not going to do it. And it's not going to harm the people that harm their new buyers, because they're buying new phones. Obviously, it might be first time buyers or whatever. I don't think that would be any issues, and I really think that modular smartphones should make a comeback. And the three main things that should come back in modular smartphones is upgradable cameras, changeable batteries, and upgradable processors. Although the processor might be a bit of an issue because, I mean, and it might be a problem, but still, the cameras and the battery should be upgradable.